Hello, 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 hello. Welcome. This is what's this? This is what's this? What's this? What's this? What's this? What's this? I can see something in my back. What's that showing somewhere? Something is showing somewhere. Is this? Is this? Is this? Is it this? Is it this on this side? Yeah, yeah, we need to get rid of that one. Need to get rid of that in a minute. I'll be hello, 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 welcome. This is the 6 yard box. This is the Footy Mad podcast. We do this once a couple of weeks, and yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel. This is the podcast where we look at everything relating to football. There's loads of football on the show. We talk about other sports as well, but today it's all going to be football. So the topic for today, what we'll be looking at is Premier League final, although the final lap going into the last 9 games of the Premier League. We'll just be looking at the fixtures, and we'll be looking at what's going to happen, predicting what's going to happen to the end of the season. We'll be looking at the games played previously as well. The games being played tomorrow. We're not going to be talking about those games. We'll talk about them a little bit as well. So, yeah, we'll be looking at those as well. Then we'll look at Tottenham top 4 chances. As a Tottenham fan, we want to be talking about Tottenham as well. It's going to be a little bit of Tottenham as well. We're looking at the top 4 chances, and what the team should be, what the fans should be expecting going into the last 8 or 9 games. We'll be looking at teams. We'll be looking at players. Sorry, we'll be looking at the manager situation as well. We're touching on that as well. And then we'll be looking at Harry Kane fall. The fall at Everton. That kind of situation. We'll be looking at what players meant to do. Are you meant to stay on your feet when you're pushed in the face, or when you're touched in the face or whatever, or are you meant to just stand up and take it and don't fall on the floor? We're looking at, there's a lot of different opinions on that as well. And then finally, we're looking at Nigeria AFCON qualifiers, the game they played, their last game against Guinea-Bissau, double header, touching on that as well. We'll be looking at the underage footballer as well, because Nigeria has failed to qualify for the under 23 as well, which is a bit strange as Nigeria always do well in underage football. But for some reason, we've been struggling to qualify for the under 23, the Olympics. I think it's in Australia in 2 years' time. I don't even know. I think so. And we've also, that's it really. That's what we'll be touching on. We just see how it goes as we go on. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, like, share, all that kind of good stuff. Let's just see if we can adjust the camera a little bit. Yeah, adjust the camera a little bit. Yeah, adjust the camera a little bit. And yeah, we're just gonna get into it quickly. And yeah, let's go into it. So the Premier League final lap, going into the final lap of the league. Looking at let's try and look at the final. The fixtures coming up. Fixtures coming up this weekend as well. We might as well just touch on that as well, and looking at the games that's going to be played so far. Let's look at the Premier League table. Tables so far: Arsenal at top, Man City, Newcastle, Man United, Tottenham, two teams above. Tottenham have got a game in hand. Um, and then, going into this final, although let's talk about the teams. First, Arsenal going into the final, although I think they're in a great position with 9 games left. Um, I think they deserve where they are, rightly so. We've got a couple of tricky fixtures coming up, which is going to be, which will decide the season for them. I think they've got a good team. They're playing well. As a Tottenham fan, we can't really knock Arsenal this season, to be honest. But I think I've got a bit of a problem with some of their fans. They seems to want, they want this pat on the back. It's like everybody's giving Arsenal a lot of credit this season, but whatever credit people give Arsenal, there's they have to go and win the league. At the end of the day, we can say they are lovely, they play lovely football, but if they come second, it's still gonna be, disappointment, But looking at the season, nobody expects them to be where they are. But they're playing good football, they got they're in the driving seat. They've got a couple of 3 games coming up now, which are going to be tough games. They got Liverpool, they got West Ham, and then I think they got City after that, and or Chelsea. I'm not sure. So yeah, they have to really, really. Let's look at their fixtures. Yeah, let's look at their fixtures. They got Liverpool on the 9th of April, which is this Sunday. Easter Sunday. It's going to be tough. They've never won there in like 12 years. That's going to be a tough game. Can they go and get a result? It's all about mentality. Liverpool, Anfield is going to be difficult. If they go there and turn Liverpool over, then I'll say, they might as well just, they've got one toe on the Premier League to serious, because that will give them a lot of confidence. And then they got West Ham next week. West Ham fighting for the seat, fighting for their lives in the Premier League. That's going to be tough. They can go there and win, because I remember last season they won there 3-1. They can do that again. And then they've got Southampton at home as well, which will be Friday 24th. I expect them to win that one. So if I'm going to look into all the remaining fixtures, just going by, what's happened before, because current form as well. The Liverpool game, because they've not really won there, I think it's going to be tough for them. So I'm going to say maybe they're going to drop points there, maybe 2-1 victory or something like that, 2-1, 3-1. They're missing one of their best defenders as well, Saliba. And I think it's just Liverpool are going to be off for that game, because they've drawn the last game, lost against can't remember who they lost against before they are drawing their last game. So they're going to be off for it. I lost to City 4-1. So they're going to be off for that one. Then Arsenal got West Ham at home, away. That's going to be tough. They can beat West Ham, but it's going to be tough. West Ham are going to be off for that one as well. Maybe Arsenal might get a draw. I can, it's going to be difficult predicting. Southampton at home, I think they should win that. Man City away, they're going to probably lose that one to City. But I don't like predicting all these results, because at the end of the day, but I just think Arsenal got tough games. They got Chelsea, they got City, they got Newcastle, they got Brighton at home as well. Those are tough fixtures. Apart from the Southampton and West Ham games, which they can't get like 6 points from both games. But if you look at the City, Chelsea as well, people say Chelsea are not scoring goals, but that's going to be a tough game for them. They're not going to be easy. Newcastle, Frank Lampard at Chelsea as well. Newcastle, wait, that's tough. Brighton at home, that's tough. So I can't predict. It's going to be tough. The only 2 games they can. Southampton definitely 6 points, 3 points there. West Ham, it's going to be tough as well, but they can't get 6. They can't get 3 points there. But the other fixtures, I can't really predict. It's going to be tough. But if Arsenal go through this fixture, especially Liverpool, I think they have a better chance of going on to win the league. As a Tottenham fan, I'm going to be leaving the country, that's for sure. So yeah, that's looking at the Arsenal fixtures. The final lap. Let's look at City. City's games. They've got Southampton on Saturday, 5 o'clock, and then they play in the Champions League, which against Bayern, that's going to be tough. They got Leicester. I think they'll be Leicester. The current Leicester are rubbish. They got Bayern in the second leg, then they got Sheffield in the FA Cup as well. Brighton game has been postponed. They got Brighton. Brighton is a tough team as well. Then they play Arsenal on the 26th of April. There comes Fulham as well. They got West Ham away as well. Leeds, Everton. They play Brentford on the last day of the season. That's going to be tough away. They got Chelsea the day before as well. So City they got a tough running as well. City, they got a couple of games there that could be banana skin for them. But the way they're playing lately, they've just been blowing teams apart. So yeah, it's gonna be. I can't predict, to be honest, some of these games. But whoever wins, they deserve it. That's the Premier League. Newcastle battle for that top four. Let's quickly have a look at Newcastle. Looking at the battle for that top four. They are in fourth right now, beating West Ham 5-1. That was just one-way traffic to be honest. Newcastle, the defense is just incredible. They got a tough game coming up tomorrow. Brentford, Newcastle. That's going to be a tough one. Newcastle the way at Brentford. Brentford are a different animal. It's going to be tough at the community. Is it the community stadium in Brentford? I think so. That's going to be a tough one. I think Newcastle can go there and get a point. With that defense, they can get a point anywhere. It's going to be a tough one. Then they play Villa. Villa have been, they've been really, really a different team lately. Winning, I think they won 2 in the last 2, beating Chelsea, and then they won their last one as well. So yeah, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for Newcastle there at Villa. Then they got Tottenham at home. I think Tottenham, Tottenham, they concede goals, and if Newcastle go a goal up in that game is done. Tottenham have the quality. Newcastle don't score many, although they proved that against West Ham that they could smash 5. But yeah, it's going to be interesting this year. Final runnings. Everton as well fighting for their life. Newcastle go there. Southampton as well fighting for their lives. They play Arsenal on the 7th of May, and then they play Leeds. So all these games are tough, man. They play Leicester. I think Leicester for me, they will be gone. I think then they play Chelsea on the last day. Newcastle. Needing to get a victory to get that top 4. Let's look at the rest of the United. I'm going to look at the top 4 and look at the bottom of the table as well. This is a Footy Mad podcast. We're just looking at the final lap of the Premier League and looking at all the different connotations, fixtures. So I'm not going to do my predictions yet. Or might as well do it now, to be honest. I think I'll do the predictions after I look at all the fixtures. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like, share, comment, and let me know what you think about the final lap in the Premier League as the top 4 and the winner of the who's going to win the Premier League. Manchester United, they've got Everton tomorrow. That one should be 3 points. They got Seville in the Champions League. I'm not even going to talk about that one. Nottingham Forest in the Premier League. It's going to be 3 points, I think, as well. They've got Chelsea. That one has been postponed because of the FA Cup. Brighton, that's going to be tough. I think they might drop points there. They got Tottenham away as well. Tottenham concede goal. As a Tottenham fan, just hope we beat them for that top 4 spot. Manchester United against Villa. They play Brighton. Brighton plays everybody. They play everything. So Manchester United, they play Brighton twice. They play them in the FA Cup as well. a couple of weeks before they beat them in the league away. I think Brighton might beat them away at the MX Stadium, West Ham, London Stadium, for Manchester United. That's going to be a tough one. West Ham, they're fighting for their lives, although they get beat by Newcastle, but I know they're going to go down fighting. They've got quality in that squad. They spend almost 200 million. They've got Wolves, United, Bournemouth, Man United as well. They got Fulham, penultimate game of the season. They got Wrexham on the Wrexham on the 26th of July. Okay, that must be pre-season or something. I don't know why they put down this. Or it's down in the Premier League. So that's the United fixtures. Let's check on Tottenham as well. Tottenham got Brighton tomorrow. Tottenham, their problem is defensively. They can't defend. Bournemouth after that should be 3 points. They got Newcastle. That is going to be tough. They got United. Tough. They got Liverpool, United as well. Tottenham top 4 chances could be finished by the time they play Liverpool away. Then they got Crystal Palace. They got Villa. And they got Brentford the week before, and they got Leeds on the last game of the season, which is a tough place to go to. So Tottenham fixtures too are tough, man. They got a tough running as well. And Palace, Villa, the home games, a different team at home. The away games, Tottenham will definitely drop points defensively. As a Tottenham fan, I don't have no hope in that team. Believe me, until they prove me wrong. They need to keep more clean sheets if they're going to finish top 4. And then let's look at the bottom teams as they stand. There's a lot of teams at the bottom there. 2 points separate some of them. Let's look at the bottom 3 for now. Their fixtures: Southampton, they got City, they're getting no points. Crystal Palace, they might get a point. Arsenal, they're getting no point. Bournemouth, they might get the 3 points. Newcastle, no points. Forest, they might get a point. Fulham, Mitrovic is out, so they might get 3 points in that one. Brighton, no points. Liverpool, last game of the season. I can't see them beating Liverpool, Southampton, so that's going to be no point. I think Southampton are going down for me. Let's see the next team in that. I think the bottom 3 now might actually go down. We got Bournemouth as well. They got Leicester on tomorrow. They could beat Leicester. Leicester are playing rubbish now, so they could beat Leicester. Tottenham, can't see them getting any 3 points there. West Ham, can't see them getting 3 points there. Southampton, they might get a point. Leeds, they might get 3 points at home because I think they play better at home. Chelsea, I think they will lose to Chelsea. Crystal Palace, I think they'll lose to Palace as well. United, I think they'll lose to United. Everton, that one might be a draw. No, I think they'll lose to Everton as well in the last game of the season. So Bournemouth is gone as well. And Leicester. For me, Leicester are gone as well. So the bottom 3 for me will be Bournemouth, Leicester City, and Southampton. As they stand, as the table is now, let's go to the top 4. Or I'll say top 4 as it is now. Arsenal are top of the table. Predictions. I just think they will drop points in that. They'll drop point against Liverpool. They'll drop point against. I think they'll drop points against Liverpool. They'll drop points against Newcastle away and City. So I think they'll drop points against those in those games. Those are the games I think Arsenal will drop points. Just going by, although they're a different team now, to be honest, unless Saliba is fit and they have that defensive partnership. I can see them dropping points. So for me, I'll say the way the table is now, but I'll put City. City will win the league. That's what I'm thinking. I'm a Tottenham fan. I don't want to be like I'm biased or whatever. I want to try not to be, but I'm just looking at the fixtures that Arsenal they've got now, and going by history and what they've done in those fixtures. That's the only reason why I'm trying to, I'm predicting this. Arsenal can prove me wrong. They win their games. History don't count for nothing, but I'm just gonna go by, what. Um, Although they're a different team, but we still see what they got. So I'm gonna go City winning, Arsenal second. I'm gonna go Newcastle because they've got a really good defense. I'm gonna go Newcastle might get that third position. United will get fourth, and I think Tottenham will get fifth because I can't see Tottenham with the defense they have now. I don't think they will make top four unless they prove me wrong as well. So the table will be as maybe top four will be for me: City, Arsenal, Newcastle, and Manchester United. Tottenham will be in fifth. That's why I think. In terms of the Premier League final final games, Tottenham top four chances. We've just spoken about that. To be honest, I don't think they've got. I don't think they've got any chance. I think with that Conte rant and all the um, all the business with Conte, I think that has basically put them in a difficult situation. And I just think for me, the players have let everybody down. They let the fans down. They let themselves down. I think some of them have just zoned out. I think there's a division in the squad as well. Some players feel that some players are not doing the business. Just got a feeling, you got a feeling that they're just waiting for the end of the season. I don't think they'll make top four. Before I said they will when Conte was there, but now I can't say. They're playing a way whereby, they're going into games, they are not finishing teams off, they're letting teams back into the game. Against Everton, what you want to do against Everton is you want to, as soon as they go man down, you want to go and press them high. You want to be in their faces, you want to run, block balls. But for some reason, they just, they sat back. Everton put a lot of pressure on them. Everton got the goal as well. And and if you see, the keeper, I don't know what he could have done there. He was beating at his near post. He was moving towards it, but all of a sudden he stopped for some reason. I don't know why he stopped. But for me, I think it's just a case of confidence. The team is lacking confidence defensively. They can't stay in games long enough. They can't play a high line to go and press as well because there'll be spaces in behind. It is going to be really tough. And it's a confidence thing. Once you start thinking you're going to ship goals every single time, then you're going to ship goals every single time because everybody starts panicking. For me, they are not aggressive enough. The centre backs are not aggressive enough. Oh, there's a goal. All City just scored against Sunderland in I think it's a championship or is it League Two or something. And they've gone 3 goals. It's a cracking game. They've gone 3 goals up now, 3-2. So so for me, I think it's just the mentality thing. They need to go get to summer, bring in this new manager. For me, it's Poch, or Nagelsmann, one of those two. But it's all about, for me, it's not even about the manager, it's all about the personnel, what he's got to work with. They need 2 centre backs, they need a right wing back, a left wing back, depending on what the manager will play, and they need creative midfielder and midfield, depending on what the manager plays as well. Whether Kane stays or goes, that's another conversation entirely. To be honest, I don't even want to be having that conversation now. So it's all about just get to the end of the season now for Tottenham, and then next season we go again, and hopefully we can start next season we can start with a fresh manager and with some new players, and we start getting up this table and playing. Just Tottenham fans, they deserve to be happy. To be honest, they've gone through a lot. As a Tottenham fan myself, so I think for me, just Poch. They bring Poch back. Poch will go back, play 4-3-2-1, or 4-2-3-1 that he plays. He's going to play. I don't really care about the brand of football, but Poch plays really attractive football, pressing high, and he's going to go back and sign new centre backs, obviously, because I don't think he'll be playing with Dyer, that's for sure. So yeah, it's something that looking forward to, and that's what Tottenham should do. Top 4 for this year, it's going to be a miracle. So yeah, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. This is the Footy Mad podcast, where we're crazy about football. It's all about the football. This is series 1, episode 6. Footy Mad podcast is going to be on the podcast. Hopefully, it should be on Apple as well. We're going to put it somewhere where you can listen to it. So yeah, it's good stuff. Watch out for all our other content. We'll be doing more stuff as well as we go into the later stages of the season. We've got Premier League games with watch-alongs as well. We've got the Premier League preview coming up as well. Make sure you look out for that one. And yeah, it should be fun. So yeah, let's go on to the next topic of conversation. Harry Kane, that Harry Kane fall in that Everton game. Sean Dyche has been going on about it, that Harry Kane broke an eyelash. He fell down, that he broke his eye, that Corey broke his took his eyelash off. For me, because I can't really, you're watching it in real time, and you can't really say if he's really hot or not, or if he goes down quickly. But for me, it's all about the way people look at stuff. All these people playing morality police, all these morality police, and I will include Sean Dyche in that as well. If one of his players did that, will he come out and say he shouldn't be falling over? I don't think so. So, people should just stones, glass house and stones sometimes. I think players do it. We see players diving all over the place. We see players getting people sent off. Personally, I wouldn't say Harry Kane, pretended I was trying to get the player sent off, because I was not there. Personally, I don't know if it was me, would I fall over? I don't know. Depending on, I don't know if the thing was in his eye or whatever. I don't know if he scratched his eye. You never know. You don't know. Nobody knows. So people should stop playing all this morality police. Oh, Harry Kane shouldn't have gone down. He should have stood up. He's England captain and all that crap. If he did that in the FA, in the World Cup semi-final or World Cup final, got team sent, got a player sent off, the opposing team, most people won't say anything. So let's just stop all this morality police. You shouldn't be putting your hand in people's faces, and once they fall over, then you have to bear the consequences. So let's just stop all these Harry Kane. Oh yeah, at the end of the day, we see players dive, get free kicks, players sticking their legs out, getting penalties. That's part of the game. That's part of the game. People should calm down, and just listen, and just watch games and stop all this morality crap. And that's all I'm gonna say on that. To be honest, Harry Kane, for me, did what he had to do. If he felt a lot of pain, if he fell over, yeah, he had to fall over. Watching something in real time is different from watching it in slow-mo. So I think it's just a case of people should just calm down and stop all this. We should stop playing morality. That's a pen. That's a pen. I said it. That's a penalty. I'm watching Sunderland and All City. It's a cracking game. It's 3-2. That's a pen. I see it from here. You can see the guy's leg go. That's a pen. That's a penalty. So yeah, Footy Mad podcast. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, like, share, comment. Let me know what you think. Let's go on to our final final discussion for today, topic for today, going to be talking about AFCON Nigerian qualifiers. Nigeria played Guinea-Bissau twice. They lost the first one 1-0, and they beat Guinea-Bissau in the second one. The first one was one of those games whereby they played well. They had a lot of chances, and it's the same thing whereby the end product from Nigerian was not good enough. Osimhen was not getting the service. He needs to stop this thing whereby he throws his hands up in the air. I know he's frustrated, but I think Nigeria, the players and the coach, they should watch videos of him when he plays for Napoli, and they should try and play the way he plays at Napoli. Give him the ball at the right time, quick ball, give it to him quickly. That's what the way he plays at Napoli. The end products from Nigerian wingers are really, really bad. And Everton, Sunderland just equalized. It's 2-2. It's 3-3, sorry. And I think that's what the problem is with Nigeria. It was a game that the first leg was just a game that they dominated. Couldn't score a goal to save their life. Crosses in the box were either misplaced or miskicked or smashed in the wrong place. There were shot balls just flying all over the place. The team were not playing well in the final, especially in the final third, creating chances. But they played really, really badly in the final third, especially defensively. They were okay. For me, the Nigerian keeper, I don't know where they got that guy. It shouldn't be Nigerian number one. We got a population of almost, 200 million or whatever in Lagos alone. I don't know how many in the population of Nigeria. I think the keeper needs to be looked at. And the finishing needs to be better as well, playing to Osimhen's strength. There's a problem in terms of the way they approach, and I think that's what they need to do. They need to find a way to get him play to his strengths, and he's going to score loads of goals. That's for sure. So going forward, the second game was played as well in the qualifier against Guinea-Bissau away, and they basically won that one. They played a lot better in that one. Got their goal through a penalty, and it was who scored the penalty? I can't even remember. It was Simon, Moses Simon that got the penalty, and he scored the penalty as well. And they played a lot better in that one as well. So I think that Nigeria are top of the group now, I think, and they should make it to the qualifiers. That stuff going on. The underage football, the underage Nigerian, the underage teams that seems to be struggling. The under 23 failed to qualify for the Olympics as well. You've got the same coach. Salisu Yusuf is the coach. These guys have been around for years, man, and it's all about Nigeria. It's all about wins. I think it's just normal in football, whereby the managers are rinsed and they just give the jobs to their mates, and they keep doing that every single time. And I think that's what the problem is. Sometimes, and I don't know why Salisu Yusuf is still coaching in Nigeria. For God's sake, I don't know why. What is to do? This is the guy that was caught taking a bribe as well by FIFA. Was suspended. I think we need these people. I don't know. But that's the football. That's the situation. That's the football in Nigeria. They give the jobs to their friends, their mates. The good news is the under 20 teams have qualified. Ladan Bosso is the manager. Qualified for the World Cup, finishing third in the AFCON, the under 20 AFCON. So they are representing Nigeria at the World Cup. I don't even know where they're playing that World Cup. Let's just do a quick Let's try and find where they're playing the under 20 World Cup, because under 20 World Cup 2023, where is it gonna be played? FIFA. It's gonna be played in Indonesia. So it's gonna be played in Indonesia from there's under 20. What am I saying? It's under 20, not under 23. It's under 20 now. So yeah, it's gonna be played in Indonesia. Let's see. It's gonna be played in Indonesia under 20. Indonesia will no longer host this ceremony. A new host will be announced as soon as possible. Okay, Indonesia are not hosting it anymore. A new host will be announced as soon as possible. Following today's meeting between FIFA President Gianni Infantino, President of the Football Association of Indonesia, Eric, whatever, FIFA has decided, due to current circumstances, to remove Indonesia as the host of the FIFA Under 20 World Cup. A new host will be announced as soon as possible. Yeah, so they're going to change the host of the Under 20 World Cup in Indonesia. So that World Cup, that one is gone. So they are not hosting it anymore in Indonesia. So anyway, Nigeria have qualified for that one, the Under 20. And I think the Under 20 teams are doing really well. Yeah, this is the Footy Mad podcast. If you're new, please subscribe to the channel, follow, like, share. Yeah, we've basically covered everything for today. We looked at the Premier League final lap, Tottenham top 4 chances. We look at that, Harry Kane falling over as well. Nigeria AFCON qualifiers. We looked at that as well. And yeah, that was the agenda for today. This is the Footy Mad podcast, where we just talk about football basically, and football, and more football. That's what we talk about. So yeah, watch out for all the content. We've got more stuff coming as well. And make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel. And it's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure. We need to do more of this as well as we go on to the rest of the season. More content coming as normal. We got the Premier League preview, looking at games, game day 30. And look out for that one. We're doing our watch along tomorrow as well. Tottenham Brighton at 3 p.m. kickoff. We'll be looking at some of the other games. Sunday is a big one. Liverpool, Arsenal. Then we got which other game that we have? Yeah, we're doing one more game. We're doing an Italian game as well on Sunday, I think, as well. Yeah, we got a couple of games. So yeah, just set your notifications as soon as you see, and yeah, come and join us for some more football. This is 6-Yard Box. Less football, more football, less banter. More football, less banter. And Sunderland just scored again. They've gone 4-3 up now after 80 minutes. That's a cracking game, to be honest. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. This is Footy Mad podcast. Thank you for watching. Make sure you stay safe. God bless. I'll see you around next time. Take care.